What up, podcast family? I'm not gonna give y'all a long intro because I got a guest on, but here on season 12, episode 6, I got a special guest on. This motherfucker genius, man. Like, and guess what, man? My boy Islam. Like this. Remember I tell y'all on my podcast how I tell y'all to put the spiritual shit first. It don't matter what your background is, man. My boy he came to rock with me, man. Like I'm the host of Seeking Knowledge Podcast, DeMarcus Brewster. I got my guests on, man. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let them. Man, what's up, bro? Man, how you doing?
Peace and blessings, God. How you feeling?
Man, I'm great, man. How was your day, brother?
Man, all over the place, but necessary.
Good. It's lesson. So, man, like I seen your interview, bro. Like with hold on. Shout out to my sponsors, man. By the way, from the hood to the church. Dad, where's my fish? Diamond and Baby Hudson. Guess what? Shout out to my sponsors. Who the sponsors? Me. But back to this message. But I seen your interview, bro. David Shan, man. Like he was in the hot seat, bro. Like that shit was dope, bro. Cause it's crazy how you went on there. And it's crazy how you went on there, and I just started watching that show, like the Social Proof podcast, like Reason. So I was like, oh, I know how David Shan he put you on the hot seat. So
Hello? It's kind of going in and out.
it's raining and shit, bro.
What'd you say?
Not the weather, man. Like, can you hear me?
So and so.
Proof podcast, and David Shan spoke on your prison time, bro. So you was a little gangster, huh? I see. So before we get into the book, bro, I want to touch on like the time you did, bro. Like, but is that what really gave you the passion to actually write your book, bro? Or like, how was you thinking? Like, because in my book, bro, I talk about my whole incident when I got locked up, bro, and it was like some shit you would see in the movie, bro. So, like, what was you thinking? Like, what was at the moment, bro? Like, I want you to share on it if you don't mind, my boy.
Well, no, actually, I had no any idea of writing that type of book while I was incarcerated. It never even crossed my mind. I ended up writing the book months later after being released from prison from a whole nother situation. When I was first going into prison, I didn't take none of it seriously at first. Like we're going to the trial, we're going to the courts. Mine was short lived. We got
Right?
locked up in October. We were sentenced by January, so it was a very short lived case.
Damn.
But from getting incarcerated in there to going to the actual sentencing, even after it, I didn't take none of it serious. For me, none of this was real yet. It wasn't until I received a picture of my son in the mail, and it was a picture of the last day I had actually seen him, and I realized it's going to be some time before I ever see my son again. He's going to grow up not even knowing who I am.
Right.
And that's when
Man.
it became real. At that moment, I told myself, because before getting incarcerated, I took my Shahada. For those who don't know what that means, it's your pledge to Islam. I'd
Come on,
already
that's
took my pledge, but I wasn't living in the criterion of the deen, which caused me to get in this situation. So I
exactly
told myself, I know the results of living the life I've been living. So let me actually try putting Islam first and see the results I get. Because if I get out after doing 7 years, end up back in prison, I just wasted 7 years of my life.
look, bro. Let me cut you off, bro, before we get back to this conversation, because this for to be fire. This for to be like a fucking grand slam. But I like how you said, bro, how you said let me put Islam first. Like let me try it this way. And bro, I speak on this all the time, bro. All the fucking time, my boy. I tell people push your spiritual things first, bro. How you think I got so far, bro? I tell people all the time, man. I like how you said you was like, you just let me put Islam first. Come on now, who say different beliefs can't come together, man, and make history, bro? But man, so back to sharing your story, bro. I just want to throw that in there, bro.
Nah. So it was a process through 7 years. One of the first things I discovered when I was in prison that this is about 70 to 80% mental and only about 20 to 30% physical.
Yeah, come on now.
So if I didn't learn how to think, not even think, when we use that term, learn how to think, we take the term think out of context. And think just means to formulate a thought. Anybody can formulate a thought. Even a dog can formulate a thought. It's can you think progressively? And that's where I was at with it. I had to learn how to think progressively through every situation. Then on top of that, I was in Arkansas. Arkansas didn't have no structure. Structures in prison is what determines how well your time can go. But when there's no structure and it's really a free fall, you now have to think, and not just for yourself, but think for all those around you and maneuver around them and their idiocracies.
Yeah, I agree because I did some time, bro. Like, I was incarcerated, but I ain't been in trouble in a long time. And what I mean by trouble, that mean I ain't been behind no bars. Motherfucker get tickets and shit because police be on bullshit or you be on bullshit, whatever the case might be. But I think me really being, because I heard you touch on how, like, that you wrote your book months after you got released. Me being incarcerated for that time, and like you said, you gotta figure shit out, maneuver around people because you gotta watch how they maneuver. That's what really gave me my opportunity to publish my book, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of motherfuckers don't like, oh, that's some cliche shit. I heard it all the time, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Going Sorry about that, y'all. We was having technical difficulty, so we back. We know we had a little technical difficulty, so now we back. But as I was saying, like everybody says my cliche, but like me being incarcerated, bro, really like this shit saved my life, bro. Like I sat down and started just putting shit together. Like I got to get out and do something different. So that's when I really published my book because I heard you mention you was like you did your book after um months after getting off some other bullshit or something you were saying. But it's crazy how the universe, God, Islam, like whatever your background is, like or your belief in morals is, how it brings people together with similarities. And bro, your story now, you want to look, bro, you want to share anything else, bro, concerning your sentence? Because man, bro, that's the story of triumph, bro, how you overcame a lot. Then I heard you mention, bro, you said you was doing it for your kids, bro, that picture. That's what did for me, bro. Like my daughter in high school, bro. I got 3 kids, bro. That's what really woke me the fuck up, bro. That's what really keep me going, bro. My why. So I understand, bro, where you coming from, bro. I understand. So is anything else you'd like to share before we dive into your book? Because I read certain parts of it and I want to touch on certain of the things. I feel like the part I read, that's probably why what's trigger you to go down the life you chose. And because I felt like certain shit that you go through in as a child, it plays a part when you get older.
I was having a conversation with an Ethiopian from the Ethiopian community. I'm half Ethiopian.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to the Dublin community.
And he was making a comment to me because he knew I had been incarcerated. And he said, my OG told me you have to get incarcerated to really learn how to become a man. I told him, if you got to get incarcerated to learn how to be a man, the only thing you prove is how much an idiot you really are.
I like that. And I like that because I say that like, because it's crazy how people just get incarcerated and it's like that's all they know. It's like a cycle because it would really be like a generation of programming. your daddy would probably went in your life, and he probably doing who knows the fuck what he was doing. Because I don't know my dad, bro. That's why I want to touch on this, because I don't know my dad, bro. Because I went through foster care, all that, and it's like I was told my dad was this name, John Morris or Johnny Morris. Then on some shit where I had to get another social security card because I misplaced one, I found out my dad's name was David Berkeley. So that sounds like a fucking Caucasian name. So I'm thinking like, that's why I say, bro, man, bro, let's get into this book, man. Like, cause I read in your book, my boy, like this all from I read in your book. It was like how your dad, he wasn't really present. Then it was like what really touched me, bro, the call. Like the call, you say you called him. I think you say he hung up.
Yeah, he hung up twice.
Yeah, then you said you called back and like he was just breathing in the phone, bro. Like I shared my story, bro. How you knowing on the other end, this your fucking flesh and blood, the one that I would say really spitted you out of this. And how did like that feel, bro? Like, cause I just want to like cut the use this knife and cut the steak, bro, and like fuck the top of the steak. Let's see how it's going through. Like break it down, bro. How did you feel? Cause I feel like a lot of shit really play a part. Like I said, I don't know my father, so I was raised by mostly women. So people can say I'm feminine, whatever, but I still fuck a motherfucker up straight up. But people can say whatever they is, I'm feminine, but I don't focus on it. But being raised by women, bro, and I heard you mention that in your book as well. That's why I say I can relate to your book, bro. I learned a lot, bro. Come on now, I plant some motherfucking flowers, bro. Like my mom and my great auntie taught me a lot. But back to what I said, how did that make you feel? Like knowing it's your fishing, but on you trying to be in this life, and it's like he just hung up the phone, like.
Well, you said you saw the David Sands interview. So in the interview, I kept a real calm composure and a humble and a modest approach.
Right.
But the devastation I felt is something I don't really know how to translate into words. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna tell you that after he hung up, I was just upset for a moment, and if that was just it, and I got over it. Nah, I was actually heartbroken about that for weeks. To the point I had tried something that got me very emotional, and I was breaking down in tears in front of somebody because that child in me just couldn't let go of it. But that man in me couldn't allow me to resent him for it because it took that second phone call of him answering that a part of me knows, and that's that man part, that he wants to say something, but it's just
Yeah.
something in him that won't let him get past that point.
So
So the child me felt the rejection, but the man in me felt the understanding.
I like that, bro. Like I think I was just telling somebody, like, even though you might be upset, but you got to look at what they probably was going through or how their situation was. I just try to view life from all angles now. But I know going through like me, I'm kind of like upset. Like I ain't gonna say I'm upset, but it's like kind of disappointing when then you find out something else. Like, bro, I'm an adult, bro. I'm 37 years old. I'm finding out my whole life, bro, that this not my dad. Like I don't even know him, never met him, but the name, like, but everything happened for a reason in life. I look at it. So you want to share anything else, bro? Because I want to ask you another question, bro.
Nah. It took
Huh?
a little bit of time to get past that point. Like I wanted to resent him. I wanted to resent the death out of him, but that wasn't in my heart no more. You know, David Shands made a point, and I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree, but we didn't see eye to eye on many things. But he made a point that made me really analyze not just my relationship with my father, but us as a culture and the people, how we really observe our relationships. And when he told me that I couldn't truly love my father because I hadn't had enough experiences with him, but his scenarios he used were all around him hurting me. That
Yeah,
made me click and realize that we come from such a culture of trauma that we actually don't know how to associate love from another individual if there hasn't been some form of hurt or betrayal in the relationship.
I agree, bro. Because people just look at love as a word. Like the word love is just being thrown out there now. That word is so fucking cliche. I told you I'm not perfect, but whatever. That word is so cliche, bro. And people just say, "Yeah, I love you," but most people say "love you," but they don't say "I love you." But that's a whole nother what? That's a whole nother topic. But the word is so cliche, bro. And I like how David he like, and I agree, bro. David Shan did make some key points, like, and I believe, bro, what he said, like how you can't really love your father because you don't really know nothing about him. But I really believe he was just giving you tools because that's what he do. He talks shit, like he gets you in the hot seat and he give you tips. But bro, I believe you should do a
Well,
book, bro. I believe, bro. Look, I believe you should do a book, bro, on your time being incarcerated, bro.
well, my
Not
rebuttal to that is, that's his platform, so I'm not going to use his platform to try to show him up. But my rebuttal on that is, in
yeah,
order to make that statement, that means you have to recant what you believe.
yeah,
Like, for instance, like my guy David. One, I love bro to death. I've met him plenty times. That is a
this
good
is
brother right there. That is a real good brother.
yeah. He got good energy. Him and Donnie. I like they I be tapping into their podcast, bro. Full
Yeah, Donnie's so
transference.
fine. Donnie's so fine to me. I be trying to. I don't even watch the podcast when she on it because I don't be listening no more. So I gotta listen to the audio when she's on it.
Get the
It is what it is. I don't even watch the podcast if she's on it. I can watch David all day. Donnie be like, man, she's so fine.
Man, I ain't worried about that, bro. Like this, I
Nah,
can't. You a man, but yeah,
yeah,
like
but
bro.
no. But one of the things I will say is David is a Christian man.
Mm,
So everybody in the Christian faith has a divine love for Jesus, correct or incorrect?
I can agree. I mean, that's correct. I agree with you.
But nobody in this time period has ever met Jesus. So your love for him, if you use the same logic you use for me and my father, then your love for Jesus has to be a lie because you have no experience with him.
Mm,
At least I had the opportunity to meet my father and have a few couple experiences. But it's a man that half the world says they love to death, but has never met, no experience, and realistically has no idea what the identity is. So if we go off that logic, then everybody who abides by that are liars.
right. That's crazy. Like how I just was speaking on this, not gonna get into details, but I was just sharing something what you just said, similarity. But like I want to ask you, bro, like, could you, like, I'm gonna tap into your book, like, I got it. And look, appreciate by the way sending me your book, man. Like, I'm gonna read it, bro. Thank you for sending me your book, bro, through email. I still got it, bro. But like, what inspired you to write your book, bro? Like, what? Because like, I'm gonna read it, bro. Like, well, so what really inspired you to write your book, bro? Like, was it family? Like I said, it was incarcerated to me. What really inspired you? Because you mentioned it was like you wrote it like a few months after. So what inspired you? Just life, man. You wanted something different. You got tired of living an insanity lifestyle, which is doing the same thing over, trying to get different results. Like what inspires you?
Well, there's different levels of what actually inspired me. The most mundane one was I was part of this group named BWO, still a part of it, by the way. Shout out to 19 Keys, though.
That's
And
what's
19
up.
Keys told us all of us has to be authors of a book. And I'm the person, if you don't give me a deadline, this will never get done.
Damn.
He finally gave us a date. I didn't even start on the book. I didn't even choose a topic. So originally my topic was going to be on communication styles of prisoners. What makes prisoners such effective communicators? But that's
Blew
not where
that.
my heart was at.
Yeah. Okay.
So at the time, I'm dealing with this woman. Shout out to her. I'll leave her nameless, but she's one of the best women I had ever dealt with. And I was venting to her like, I want to write about this, but that's not where my heart is at because I can't get past this experience with my father. And I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Right
Go
after the
ahead.
event with my father, I wrote a short story based off the perspective of my father in that situation. Like, what do you do if you get a phone call from somebody who you've avoided for decades? I
Mm,
wrote a short story from his perspective and how he probably felt in that situation.
mm.
If you want to read that, my guy, it's good. Just know if you're ready to cry, though, then if you're not ready to cry, you don't want to read that.
Bro, I like real life shit, bro. Like I like to hear the juicy side of the steak, bro, not just the well done top. I like the steak, so though I was like, man, you are a genius, man. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna read your book, bro. Like anything else you want to share, bro.
Yeah.
So I ain't
Now,
gonna your
on
time,
a lower,
bro.
but on a deeper level, what caused me to write the book was at some point we have to break particular chains that had a lock on our family.
Ooh,
And that's one of
generation
those
program.
chains where I realized I couldn't be a proper father to my son if I had any
Come
type of resentment to my father, who's a reflection of me, who's also a reflection of my own child. So
I
by
feel
writing
you.
the book was me creating a way of forgiving my own bloodline so we can have a better and a more productive bloodline after us.
So by the way, look, we discussing your book. Like, tell the listeners, look, all my listeners, y'all tap into I am, bro. What's the name of your book, by the way?
Dad, I love you. How to love an absent father.
How can they get this book, bro? Like, how can they get to know the author? Like, how can they get to know you, bro? Like, what if they want to know more about you, your book? Just want to get to know you as a person, but you gotta know who to connect with. So, how can they reach you, bro?
Well, my Instagram is NUKPU_IAM, Nukpu_IAM. My Facebook name is Ibrahim A. Malesi. How you can get the book, what I've been doing right now when I get another shipment in because I ran out the other night, is I've been directly mailing it to people, signing it.
Bro,
That way the exchange could be directly between me and the person buying. You know, my address is on there, so if they want to write me back.
bro, stop playing. I look, bro. When I published my book in 2019, bro, my first book, From the Hood to the Church, bro. I sent my book out personally, bro. I made more just by sending it out, but I always give each person, bro, a personal message, bro. But yeah, I feel you. So no, but it's your go back ahead, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so that's my method. Now you can order if you don't want to wait for my ship to come in, you can get it on Amazon. Now this is the only problem I have with Amazon. Amazon didn't order one of my books out to a person, so I had to give a person a book off GP.
I don't really fuck with Amazon like that, cause like my book on
I
there,
keep my book on Amazon strictly for the fact that there are
yeah,
brothers behind the wall, and there are certain institutions that don't allow books to come in anywhere else but Amazon. So I keep the book available for any brother behind the wall. If their family want to send them the book, they can.
smart man. I feel you.
Then I got the book a little bit cheaper on Amazon than I am selling it myself. But I do that specifically for those brothers behind the wall because I understand how rough it is being in that
Mhm.
situation, especially with finances.
But with Amazon, like sometimes, like I be looking at my book because I have my book on Amazon. It's like sometimes they change the price. Like
Well, I changed the
Amazon,
price myself, so
they just be changing my shit, bro. But it's all good, whatever. But man, bro, it's been a long, busy day for me, bro. But I'm glad we got to chop it up. But y'all know how to find me. Y'all find me on Seeking Out His Podcast because I'm the host. Holla at your boy. Find me on Facebook. It's DeMarcus Brewster. Instagram, DeMarcus Brewster. I'm not really using my other site, so I'm just gonna share that. Look, you want to find me on the OWL app? Yeah, tap into the OWL app, y'all. Like I'm on the OWL app. I'm an influencer. Like I don't consider myself celebrity. I'm an influencer, but thank y'all for tuning in to I Am and Me, man. Like his book, I got his book, and I didn't read a little part to his book, man. Like, look, y'all need to get his book, man. I Am, anything you need to share before get up out of here, my boy.
I just want to leave a quote for y'all.
Go ahead, my boy.
Right now, we are in the age of I am. That means being exactly who you are. You cannot live in the state of I am if you're constantly living in the state of I was.
Ooh, I like that. And I want to touch on that before we close, because bro, you didn't make the seat hot. You put me in the hot seat with this one. He's basically saying you keep living in the past, you ain't gonna never make it to your future. Just like that. You keep worrying about what's going on in the past and in the present future. I mean, yeah, like what's going on now, you're not gonna never really focus on what's about to come. Just like that. Man, appreciate you for coming on, my boy.
Peace and blessings, my guy. You take care.
Peace and blessings. Same to you, guys.
All right, peace.
Yes, sir.